Hey, what's going on there, guys? Nick, Dan, and Greg here for another Draft Tech episode. And we are back with Concept Tarkir, the value set that everybody loves.
Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to crack the pack open, like it's our first pack of a draft, and we're going to evaluate our choices from a winning the game limited perspective. So
I tried to open this with one hand and I figured out very quickly that it's impossible.
Just too much value.
Somebody challenged me to do that with one hand, but let's see. Alright, so we'll get some focus here and start going through the packs. So we have Salt Road Patrol. We have Active Treason, which is a little bit more underwhelming in this set than like other sets previously.
What a classic.
Woolly Luxodon.
Yay.
The nice 6/7 for 7. Defiant Strike. Blue-White Heroic All-Star. Krumar Bondkin. We have Tygam's Scheming. We have Weave Fate, the 4-mana instant speed divination. A Jungle Hollow, because we love those dual lands. Abzan Guide, because this guy is just absolutely nuts as far as morph creatures go. Jeskai Banner. We have a Mardu Heart Piercer. A Swarm of Bloodflies. A High Spire Mantis. I swear I don't see this card enough. Like this card just doesn't show up. And a Icy Blast for our rare. So very interesting one. Then a Mountain and a Morph card. So let's reposition things around here because there's a weird, awkward light hue off to the side. So let's put our uncommons up in the front here and adjust the focus. And yeah, let's talk about this. So, wow. High Spire Mantis, flying 3/3 for 4. That's probably like one of the cards, like one of my favorite cards out of this entire pack, as well as like just the 2-color good uncommons go, or just 2-color good cards in general. Heart Piercer is really sweet, but sometimes a little bit underwhelming. Abzan Guide is like literally almost always good. Swarm of the Bloodflies is really good. What are your thoughts? This is such a weird pack.
Yeah, my initial reaction is that, I mean, I see Blast as the rare. It's a powerful card, but man, the blue in this pack is just not impressive.
No.
It's just not there. Tygon Scheming and Weave Fate, it's like if I take the Icy Blast, I know those are the other blue cards that are coming back to me, and I'm just not happy about it. Then again, I mean, you do potentially dry up at least the only good blue card, but I mean, the High Spire Mantis is extremely powerful. That flying and that trample, I love flying trample creatures.
Yeah.
There was a blue-green card in Gatecrash that I absolutely just loved. It was some mutant Drake or some Simic thing. It was a 3/1 trample.
Drakewind Krasis.
Yeah, that thing was amazing. So
wasn't he like a 3/1? He was like a 3/1 or something like that.
Yeah, so I like the High Spire Man. It's just because the evasion's awesome. The trample at some point might be relevant if they try to even just chump with something small. So, but also, I mean, the black and the green in the pack are really good. I mean, we have the dual land, we have 2 morph creatures, we have the Swarm, and we have the 3rd morph creature at 3 colors.
Yeah.
So all the Abzan colors are really good. But I think Mantis would be my first pick.
At first I thought Icy Blast, and I was like, well, this really like forces me to play like just like blue-green or something with big creatures. So it kind of like turned away from it, and I went to Swarm of the Bloodflies.
Yeah, that's actually where I was going to go. Yeah, this card's, I mean, you immediately choke off black.
And not only that, there's so much token generation in these like sets that sometimes you'll actually get into a token battle with that out, and suddenly it's like a 6/6 or something huge, especially because there's Hordeling Outburst. And I forget the Anafenza, the 1-drop, but
Herald. Yeah, Herald
Anafenza that makes tokens, and then like you just keep swinging them. Eventually they're gonna have to block, and that thing's gonna become huge.
The biggest thing is like it's another creature. It doesn't specify that it's like yours or your opponent's. Like that. That just makes this card so good.
Yeah. Also, it works really well if you open a Butcher the Horde later down the line.
Oh, absolutely. Just
it's nuts.
Yeah, that's being extremely insane. Wishful. Yeah.
It happened to me twice in a draft already, though. I've opened a Butcher of the Horde, and I was like, okay, if I get a Swarm of Bloodflies, I'm okay.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah.
I won both of those drafts just off of those 2 things alone.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, getting double value out of like your Butcher actually getting a static ability, and then Swarm of Bloodflies getting bigger. I mean, that's just absolutely perfect.
I personally did not have good experiences with Swarm of
Really?
Bloodflies when I played it, but because you guys both like, I'm fine with that being the first pick.
You okay with it?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You okay with being like just outnumbered?
No, for this point, yeah.
No, I mean I definitely agree with like this card. I
It's-
think is second pick. Where this
for-
is just the second one that I would go
I think,
with.
yeah, for me, it's just personal opinion about not liking it. So
No, that's totally fair.
Okay.
That and then flip over High Spire Mantis, unless Dan, if you have any objections here.
No, that's fine.
I mean, like for me, it's
No,
either
just-
Mantis or Abzan guy, but I think Mantis is just better.
I think I was gonna say like either that or Absent.
It's 2 colors, not 3.
Yeah.
That's actually a big
doesn't-
deal.
It doesn't
Yeah.
restrict you.
They don't look as powerful, but don't overlook that just 2 colors is actually very accessible.
And especially
Yeah.
because, like, if you're just looking at it and you want the Abzan guide, you realize the Jungle Hall is right next to you, so you're probably not going to get. It's not going to probably wheel.
Yeah, you're not gonna get it.
So,
All right,
It's,
so
yeah.
pick 3 status with this right now. We're at that dangerous crossroads where we have this fetch land or this dual land sitting here, and a lot of good cards that go with it. So how do we tackle this situation?
I think you still take Abzan guy because at worst you can still play it on turn 3 no matter what.
So we're gonna pass up the dual land in favor of raw power and take that angle.
Well, you have to look at it like if you're looking at it from that end, like if you're just like picking up cards just to make it more awkward for your opponent to have the card, it doesn't make him any less likely in a probability standpoint to actually play the card. Like sure, their mana's a little bit more awkward, but like they still have that card that they can play.
Okay,
Like-
Dan, what do you think?
it's either between actually the Abzan guide for me or the Woolly Loxodon. I had a lot of good experiences with Woolly Loxodon.
Do you think
and Abzan guide.
Holy Luxodon is more powerful than Obsidian Guide just because it's only 1 color? And you like the consistency better
It's-
than the 3 mana?
It's more consistent, so I don't have to go into a specific archetype with it. Also, when it flips, it has a huge butt. Like
Yeah, I
it
mean,
can
it's a 6-mana, 6/7.
It can block almost anything in the set, and also
That's a good point.
And the thing is,
Yeah.
it's a morph creature, so you can still drop them both at the same time. But you need 5 for Abzan God, and you get a 4/4 with lifelink, and you have to be forced into
Well, here,
something.
I don't,
or you get a 6/7 for 6.
I don't think either line of decision making here is actually like wrong or anything.
No, I don't-
Yeah,
No,
both
No,
are
no,
good,
it's
so
absolutely perspective based.
How about we
Exactly.
flip over both of them for 3 and 4? Because
No, I completely agree with that.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, that's
I
what
can
I'm
agree
saying.
with that.
Usually
Woolly
what-
Loxodon's really good.
Yeah, basically, it's up to you if you want to go with
That
the
or that, yeah.
power or the consistency, but they both have their merits.
Yeah,
So,
they both
final
absolutely do. They're both amazing. Like I said, like they just fit into specific things.
Final card. It pretty much comes down to: do you take Icy Blast or do you take Jungle Hollow? Because that's really what it looks like from here.
All right, well, theoretically, for pick 5, if we were past this as the remaining pack,
Mm-hmm.
and we had already taken all of these great Obzon cards, if we were past that, we have to.
Yeah.
Passing an Icy Blast on your 5th pick, it's a good card, but at the same time, we have to take that to support the lines we've already picked.
It makes it makes your deck more consistent. Like if you weren't in it, like let's say you're not in those colors, you're not in Abzan. Let's assume you're not in blue either. You're like you haven't drafted a blue card so far. Let's say maybe you're drafting like I don't know, red white so far. You haven't really committed to Mardu. You obviously don't have the opening for blue. Like you haven't drafted any like concrete stuff for blue that would make you like be forced into Jeskai, and you haven't really forced yourself into like playing a Jungle Hollow. What do you take here? So do you take the Jungle Hollow because it's a dual land and it could let you broaden your actual capacity for colors that you can play? Or do you take the card that could potentially blow out and would fit into numerous archetypes?
I think basically, here's what we do. At this point, if this is what we're working with as our picks,
Yeah.
we absolutely take this. It's
Yeah.
just clear. It's like everything else in the pack might as well just not exist.
Yeah.
We have to support this.
Yeah.
If we're going by support color like the way we drafted, I take the Jungle Hollow, but if not, I take the Icy Blast.
Yeah, see,
because it's also sending a signal that blue is open, so I can commit to bigger blue things.
I'm thinking like outside of the like how you said, Greg, outside of the scope that these were the cards that we drafted, Icy Blast is a problem. Inside the scope that we drafted these cards, and this is a potential thing that we can work with the Jungle Hollow actually providing us some actual benefit out of it. Like outside of like, oh yeah, sure, it gains us 1 life, and maybe like down pack 2 or pack 3, we can pick up some cards that might work with it. This card is a problem. It's a very huge problem, and like you can get blown out by it easily. Like, they don't have to be playing like Teamer. They don't have to be playing Jeskai specifically. This card's just really good, and it's really good with prowess even.
No, we nailed it.
Yeah,
nailed it.
Nailed it.
I think we tackled this pack appropriately.
Yeah.
So this would be right here.
Yeah, this is like the last
and
pick.
then the split in what we're doing.
Situational based split.
Yeah.
So we'll go for like almost like a sixth. Like
Yeah,
our
so-
5th pick is actually our 6th pick also.
This equals this, but these gone.
Equals that.
Yes.
Yeah. So like top 6 here. Yeah, I think
All right,
I think that's
team
what we can
fist
go
bump.
with.
We nailed
Team
it.
Fist bump.
There we go. All right, so yeah, for this pack, that is our top 6 rather out of this pack. So we have the Woolly Luxodon, Swarm of Bloodflies, the High Spire Mantis, Abzan Guide, Jungle Hollow, and our Icy Blast rare that can blow out games very easily. So let us know in the description down below, or in the comments down below rather, excuse me, what you guys think about this pack, what you would do as far as the pick order goes, and your priority for draft picks, and what you think is the appropriate way to actually go about this, and any experiences that you guys have.
Yeah, this was a pretty deep pack.
Yeah,
Pretty
we don't get to
intricate
do
pack.
very
Really
deep
is
packs.
So I'm very curious to see what everyone
cards.
everyone
Yeah.
watching would do.
Yeah.
Let us
So
know.
thank you guys for watching, but until next time, peace out.
Bye.
If you guys want to keep up to date with everything that we have going on here at Absolute MTG, remember to hit that subscribe button, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter for all of your Magic the Gathering needs. Also, remember to check out our sponsors of the channel, MTG Madness and AVUgames.com. But as always, thank you guys for watching.